Star Trek the original series first aired over 50 years ago and has since spawned a franchise spanning decades with several other series and films. It's all still ongoing, arguably as popular now as it ever has been. That's definitely a sign of staying power. One has to wonder, why has Star Trek been a facet of popular culture so consistently and for so long? What is it about this fictional universe that makes the stories told within it seem so timeless? First, let's take a look at the state of the world in the late 1960s when Star Trek the original series was airing. The United States was in the middle of the Vietnam War, and other geopolitical tensions were rising. People were scared of what was going to happen next and what it would mean for the world. Then along came a television show set 300 years into the future, in which all conflict on Earth was long since past, and humanity was free to explore the galaxy beyond our home planet and star system. As more Star Trek series and films have been released, more real-world conflicts and concerns have arisen and taken place. All the while, Star Trek has continuously upheld the idea that even if things seem bad right now, they don't have to always be. That mindset gives people a reason to keep going, to try to change society for the better now so that a more ideal future can be possible. It's not that people lack the imagination to envision a better future or even a better present without it being shown to them in something like Star Trek. It's just that the weight of reality can be so overwhelming that any form of optimism can feel too painful or pointless. If hard times are to come, whether inevitable or not, we should make sure that what we learn from our mistakes can help us work towards improving ourselves and the world around us. There's also the way that Star Trek has consistently brought together the realms of science and the humanities, proving that the two complement rather than oppose one another. Think of Nichelle Nichols' portrayal of Lieutenant Uhura inspiring women of color in real life to take up careers in space exploration, or how Leonard Nimoy has been described as an artist who played a scientist. Star Trek itself is a work of art which shows appreciation for science and all that it allows us to accomplish. Star Trek has undoubtedly given some real-world scientists a new appreciation for their work in imagining the kind of future that it may one day bring about. The connection between the humanities and science is no coincidence, as both are born of human inspiration and imagination and help us explore who we are and our place in the universe. In this future world that we are shown, art is considered to be just as important to humanity and to alien cultures as science continues to be. Star Trek is living proof of that idea, both within its fictional universe and by its very existence as a long-lived science fiction media franchise in the real world. Over the years of its existence, Star Trek has notably had many different iterations. As of today, a total of 11 series and 14 films, not to mention countless novels, comics, video games, and more. I think what makes this possible is Star Trek's concept and premise being so versatile. There are many different stories that could come from a world where humans and other species explore space, and many different ways to tell those stories. Some series are more episodic, while others lean more towards serialization. You can have an adult animated workplace comedy like Lower Decks, an action-adventure for younger audiences like Prodigy, or several stories that explore the time before the events of the original series. It all works because it all sticks to the core ideas of what Star Trek is about and the many different ways to enjoy it. This versatility also seems to make Star Trek considerably less susceptible to franchise fatigue than it would be otherwise. Star Trek also finds versatility within the science fiction genre, implementing both hard and soft sci-fi. Whichever one you prefer, there will be some of both in every series. The franchise has always had imaginative ways to explain seemingly impossible things such as faster-than-light travel, from dilithium crystals in the original series to the mycelial dimension and spore drive in Discovery. Star Trek is known for being campy at times, and it fully embraces that aspect of its storytelling because the writers, actors, crew, and audience all have so much genuine fun with it. Most of all, though, Star Trek is about appreciating humanity itself. We as a species and as individual societies have had our hardships, but we've been able to learn and grow from them to improve the state of the world, and there's no reason to believe that this pattern won't continue into the future. Star Trek also represents and honors the diversity of humans and how, although we are all different, we all have something essential in common. The franchise is famous for having many storylines which parallel real-world societal issues, which it explores in an informed and profound way. I think we're all more likely to see ourselves in a piece of media if it feels close to home like this. Whether on Earth or in space, there's no reason why any particular people should be treated as lesser than any others, and things are best when everyone is given a seat at the table and their voice heard. Star Trek is about making meaningful connections amongst ourselves, both those like us and those who are different from us. The Vulcans have the right idea: infinite diversity and infinite combinations. Speaking of the Vulcans, we don't need the help of an outsider species like them to help fix the world. We're fully capable of doing so ourselves if we work together. Even in the Star Trek universe, I think humans still would have been able to reform their society for the better, even if the Vulcans hadn't arrived on the scene when they did, or if solutions hadn't been found through early solar system exploration. So, are we alone in this galaxy, or even the observable universe? Will we ever achieve interstellar travel? The answers to those questions, or whether we will know them within our lifetimes, don't matter so much. We've got our own little planet-sized galaxy right here on Earth, full of just as many diverse creatures, cultures, landscapes, and ways of life as you would see between worlds in a story like Star Trek. As Captain Michael Burnham said it, we already have infinite diversity and infinite combinations. We're not alone because we have each other and things that we can share with one another, just like the worldwide community that is formed out of the love of Star Trek with all sorts of different people in it and continues to hold strong. We may have our disagreements about old Trek versus new Trek, which series and movies we think are the best and the worst, but we can't forget the essential qualities that make all of Star Trek what it is. No matter what happens, we can still strive to make its foundational ideals a reality. So what do you think? Do you agree with my statements? What about Star Trek as a whole do you think gives it staying power? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I've got other videos on Star Trek and there will be more to come, so you should check out my channel and subscribe if you'd like to see more like this. Live long and prosper, and I'll see you next time.